All right. All right. We got to be willing to get weird sometimes. And I was just playing with my daughter. And so in these COVID times, guys, things are nuts. Things are crazy. We're home. We're homeschooling. We got kids running around. The house is a mess. We got a new puppy. Uh, not sleeping, because of waking up with the puppy and all that jazz. And so we got to be willing to get weird sometimes. And so I got my cape on because I was just playing with her, and she wanted me to wear the mask, and we were playing chase, but it's fun. So welcome. Don't know who got to see the mask introduction, but I'll keep the cape on. So people might think I'm a total weirdo if they jump on before I even before without any explanation, because I won't explain it anymore. So here we are. This is day 6 of the Expose Your Truth challenge, and I'm trying a different camera angle. I got some feedback that the other one wasn't so great, so I'm learning too. And please say hello in the comments. Let us know you're here. Please drop a thumbs up if you would like access to that free class on the Relating Revolution, a new cohort starting next month. Getting great results. Check out the Facebook feed, my profile feed, send a friend request if you'd like, and you'll see about some of the things that people are learning in that group if you're interested in it. Times are tough, right? Relationship, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of strain on our marriages, on our partnerships in these weird COVID times. So hopefully this is timely, unique, and much needed information. But for today, moving on to part 6 of the Expose Your Truth challenge. I got my prompts here. Thank you, Juliana Garcia. So, what has it been like for me to evolve as an entrepreneur, and how have I had to make difficult choices? And so the topics of saying no is going to come in here, but you know, I became an entrepreneur. I've always had kind of an entrepreneurial bug, right? But starting my own business and being my own boss, it's like there was part of it that was like I was working as a psychotherapist. I'm full time. I had a salaried position. I was the director of a program, and then I founded a whole other pro. I founded a family center for integrative behavioral health, and was the and then and was the developer and the kind of head honcho at that position, and and then that stuff all came crumbling down. It was the nonprofit world, as is often the case. Things were really, really there was some really shabby kind of history in that nonprofit, and things it crumbled, it closed, and then I scrambled to get a new job because I have a family to support, and then that was a nonprofit. They were a nightmare to work for. It was just like a really awful kind of toxic work environment, and that crumbled. And then I'm like, here I am. I have no way to support a family of 5. Okay. I have 5 mouths to feed. I have a mortgage to pay. What am I going to do? I need to figure it out overnight. So I hustled and did what I needed to do and developed this private psychotherapy practice. And then I realized that, that's just not the best. And so that was great. And it was successful, and it was powerful. And I was proud of myself to be able to not only serve the people of the community and to really work in a way that is really effective and I think very unique in terms of psychotherapy. I think, but I also was able to support my family. I was able to kind of maximize things as best as possible, billing insurance companies, getting creative with codes, getting creative with groups, and but I was jam packed. I mean, jam packed is a good thing sometimes because, like, obviously people wanted to work with me, and that was great. But at the same time, I was not able to practice as much of what I wanted to preach, as much as I preach as I wanted to, because I was exhausted. I was just stressed out. I was tired. And so I needed to say no. And this is the big thing, right? No gives way to yes. If there's enough, and so this is relevant somewhere in your life. I'm absolutely sure of it. We all have these full lives, right? And that's how I choose to frame it, as full instead of as busy. But we all have these very, very full lives. And if we want something new to come into our life, then by definition, there needs to be room for it. It's already chock full, right? So there needs to be room for it to come in. And the room for it to come in is stuff that we need to say no to. We need to say no to certain ways of thinking, attitude. We need to say no to certain ways of our attitude, our state of being. We need to say no to ways of acting, to behaviors, to engagements, to friends, to people that are toxic, to a smaller version of how we can contribute to the world. And that was the hardest part. When I left the world of psychotherapy practice, private psychotherapy practice, to coaching, that was the hardest part, was saying no, not to people that are toxic, not to people that are anything other than amazing and awesome people, to people that I really genuinely care about, to people that really, really, really were doing the work and and there was value there. But to say no, because it was at this point, it was holding me back from being able to do something bigger, to be able to assist and contribute in a bigger way, to do something that was going to benefit even more people in the long run. And so I needed to be able to say no at that level in order to be able to say yes at this level. And it's a lot easier to say no if it's like, oh, that person's a dickhead and I don't want to hang out with them anymore. But it's challenging when we have to say no to things, and we have to set a boundary, and we have to just dig in and say, you know what? I know that there's going to be some hurt, there's going to be some judgment, there's going to be some criticism, there might be some hurt feelings. I'm going to do it with as much kindness, consideration, and integrity as possible. But no, I can't do this anymore. And then the other tricky part is that when we say no, our lives are completely full, and we say no to something, we don't always know what the new yes is yet. We don't always, we have to enter into the unknown. We have to be willing to open into the unknown, right? Our life is so full, but when we take something away, it's not replaced right away yet. We might have an idea or a hope or a desire as to what that looks like. But if we really want to grow actually in an amazing way beyond our beliefs and expectations, then we need to be open to the unknown that is in the space after the no, until it reveals itself, until we're able to kind of tangibly feel, oh yeah, this is what the new yes looks like. All right, I'm excited about that. And guess what? That's a never-ending process. As we're growing and we're evolving, we'll continue to come up against a shell of known quantities. And if we want to grow, by definition, we need to go into the unknown. So many people think the unknown, and the unknown triggers the human alarm system. So I don't know what that is. That's not familiar. That's scary. I'm going to stay the same. I'm going to stay small. I'm going to stay in the known. But to really grow, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, in your career, as an entrepreneur, whatever it is, in your family, in your marriage, we need to enter into the unknown. And by definition, we need to think, feel, and act in new and different ways. And it will automatically feel uncomfortable. So you got to be willing to feel weird. So that's why I got my cape on from playing with my daughter. And I started the talk with my mask, and I'll finish it. So, what do you have to say no to so that yes can enter into your life, and the unknown can enter into your life in ways that are truly amazing? I'll leave you with that question for today. Love you all. Have a beautiful day. Comments, questions, send me a friend request. If you're seeing this on Instagram, please say hello there. Or on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff, that really helps me. And I really appreciate it. And as you get to know me and my work, you'll see that I over deliver, and I'll give you a lot of myself in return. And love you all. Have a beautiful day. Thumbs up if you want access to that free video class. And cheers.